वेदानाम सामवेदो अस्मि देवानाम अस्मि वासवः इंद्रियाणाम मनश्चास्मि भूतानाम अस्मि चेतना. Hello friends, this is the 22nd shlok of the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says Vedanam Samavedo Asmi, which means among the Vedas I am Samaved. Devanam Asmi Vasavah, which means among the Dev I am Vasav. Indriyana Manashchasmi, which means in the senses I am mind. Bhutanam Asmi Chetana, which means in the beings I am consciousness. So in this shlok, Shri Krishna is telling Arjun that amongst the Vedas he is Samaved, amongst the Devas he is Vasav, amongst the senses he is mind, and amongst the beings he is consciousness. So as we know that Shri Krishna over here is describing his opulences in this section of Bhagavad Gita, and in that regards he is saying that amongst the Vedas I am Samaved. Now Samaved actually is a Ved which has a lot of hymns which in a very musical manner are being presented, and they talk about the glories of the divine. So this method of worshipping the divine, wherein you worship all the praises, you worship the divine by praising him about his qualities and praising him about all his attributes, is the best way actually to attain the divine, and also is the easiest way to attain the divine. So because it is the easiest way to attain the divine, therefore divine is the closest to this, and therefore Shri Krishna is saying that amongst the Vedas I am Samaved, because Samaved is the one which has beautiful, very nicely sounding hymns of the divine, worshipping him. So a person who does that is the one who gets fastest to the divinity, and so the divine is closest to Samaved. So therefore Shri Krishna is saying he is Samaved in the Vedas. Then he says that he is Vasav in the Devas. Now Vasav sometimes is used to describe Indra, but Vasav actually is coming from the word Vasu, and Vasu, as we know, is the supreme being. And so in the Devas, the supreme amongst the Devas is what Shri Krishna is. Now some say that the supreme among the Devas is Indra. Therefore, some people say that this is Indra that Shri Krishna is talking about, that he is Indra in the Devas. But you can also think of him as Vasu among the Devas, which means he is Vasudev, which is the highest Dev. So amongst all the Devs, the supreme Dev, whoever he is, that is what Shri Krishna is. So then you can say that okay, Vasudev is Shri Krishna. So the highest Deva is Shri Krishna. Vasu also means someone who pervades everywhere, and so the Deva which pervades everything, which is not limited to just one aspect, but is the one who is encompassing the whole aspect of the creation and beyond, is what Shri Krishna is. So you can understand it that way. After that, he says that among the senses, he is the mind. So senses, as we know, provide their input to the mind. All our senses actually, they whatever they are sensing, they basically send all of that to the mind. So the root, or to the point where senses, the thing to which senses are serving, is actually the mind. If the mind is not there, then all the senses will go into the void and nothing will happen. So because mind is the one which is presiding over all the senses, therefore Shri Krishna is the mind amongst the senses. And then Shri Krishna says that amongst the beings he is consciousness. And so we can understand basically that all the beings, if you were to look at them as such, their body and all their physical things, all of that is basically just it's just non-living, and it doesn't really have its own consciousness, in the sense that they don't know that they exist. If a stone was there, the stone doesn't know that it exists. But the beings who know that they exist, they are able to know that they exist because of the consciousness which is in them. So if you were to look at your body as such is does not know anything about itself, but it's the consciousness inside you with which you are able to then sense everything in the body. So the consciousness is the ability which makes it possible for the beings to basically know that they exist, and this existence, this knowledge of the existence, is what is the divinity which is present inside all beings. And so in that sense, then Shri Krishna is the consciousness amongst being. It is through their consciousness only that they can become aware of Shri Krishna, and so Shri Krishna is that in the beings. So these were the description of the opulences in this particular shlok of Bhagavad Gita. I hope that I have explained the this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you in the next video. Take care.